welcome back to my channel. J'espère que vous allez bien. So right now I'm in my art studio, as I think you can tell. And I thought that I would start a new studio vlog because finally, after a couple weeks of being in confinement and not being able to come to school like before, we can come back and work on projects. So I have a really fun few days coming up. I'm starting some new sculptures. I'm able to see some of my friends again, which is super freaking exciting because during COVID I couldn't see anybody, and I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on at the moment. So today I'm going to be working on a mixed media sculpture that I started during the summer. So to kind of explain what this sculpture is about, I have to tell you what it was inspired by. So about 6 months ago, I had started discreetly collecting my tears in these glass jars. And I started doing that because I've always been like a really sensitive and emotional person. I think it's like my Pisces moon coming out. And so oftentimes when I would feel the urge to cry or like emotion would overcome me, I would get like kind of angry with myself because I felt like oftentimes I couldn't control my need to cry, and I would oftentimes just like start crying and it would make me mad because I wanted to be able to have a certain control over my emotions and stuff. And so I thought that if I started kind of collecting my tears, it would be a fun way of making something beautiful out of something that would frustrate me or make me sad. And after a while it became something kind of fun. Like if I felt myself like getting worked up about something and like needing to cry, I'd be like, oh, time to get the tear jar, and I would like make like I don't know, like a sort of game out of it, or like a sort of ritual, I guess, out of it. And I started to kind of imagine that my tears were special, or like some sort of magic potion that I was collecting over time, which I know sounds like really silly, but I don't know, it was just something that kind of gave me peace, and I felt like I had taken back power over something that used to kind of give me anxiety, you know? So at first when I started doing this, it was kind of like a fun, melodramatic thing to do, you know, like my theater kid coming out. And but then I kind of got interested in it, and I kind of wanted to look up the history of collecting tears because I was sure that, you know, in all of time, I'm not the first person to do this. And surprisingly, I came across this article that was talking about how collecting tears dates back to 3,000 years ago in the Roman era, where they used to collect tears when somebody died and put the tear bottle or like the flask in with their tomb. And something that's actually kind of funny is they would actually pay women to cry, and the person that could like cry the loudest or collect the most tears would be the most well compensated, which I thought was really funny because I was like, imagine if that's your job, just like professional crier. So yeah, I thought that it was pretty cool that there was so much history behind collecting your tears and wasn't just some like silly frivolous thing that I decided to do. I mean, sure, there is an element of vanity to it. It's a very millennial thing to do, is collect your own tears, but it kind of inspired me to make my own contemporary pop spin on the tradition. And so what I decided to do was make a tower for my tears. I have these glass jars where I collected my tears, and I wanted to make this very colorful and happy looking tower that I can put my tears on display as if they were a trophy, you know? Because oftentimes as well, I think we look at crying as a weakness or something that we should hide, or at least that's how I felt for a long time growing up. Like I always felt like if you cry, you're weak or whatever, but I think that crying can also be really beautiful. So yeah, for me, it's kind of a way to take that control of my emotions and make it into something beautiful and poetic, but at the same time, as an artist, I can also see how it can be a remark on our society's desire to always overshare and sacralize everything, like every aspect of our life, like how we always want to take like a million pictures of our babies, and how like even like the tiniest little thing is like, you know, we blow it up because we think that we are so special. So yeah, you could kind of look at it in these two different ways. I'm going to get working on it. I already have the structure done, which I had done this summer, and I am going to start putting the colors and the different materials on it. I want to make this like super pop and super colorful, so it like really attracts your eye when you walk into the room, which again kind of goes along with the idea that we're meant to be ashamed of our emotions and hide them under like a veil and stuff like that. But this is gonna be a trophy for my tears. I've never been prouder of my tear achievements. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, you guys, donc je prends une petite pause pour manger quelque chose. I'm pretty happy because I've been able to advance quite a bit on the sculpture. I just love so much this part of the process when you've already done the form and like kind of like all the structure, and you just get to add the color. I have so much color in my work and it just makes me so happy. Yeah, I'm taking a little pause to eat. Normalement, dans l'après-midi, je vais aller à Auchan manger quelque chose. Comment ça allait, je sais pas, ça dépend des jours. Mais là, aujourd'hui, j'ai pris un petit wrap. En fait, il y a un traiteur libanese à côté. And I love like falafels and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna eat that really quick. I've been getting better about like stopping to eat because sometimes I can just be like so in the zone that I don't even want to like eat until like 3 p.m. because I just don't want to. Like, part of it's laziness, but also part of it is just like j'ai pas envie d'arrêter ce que je fais parce qu'en plus le magasin c'est pas juste à côté de l'école. And before, we had this lady last year who came at lunch, and she would like make really good homemade stuff, and we'd pay like 2 or 3 euros, but because of COVID and stuff, obviously we can't do that anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna eat. It's like sweet potatoes, beans, very good. I'm not like officially vegetarian or vegan. Like, I don't like to call myself those things because I just don't feel I need to put like a label on the way I eat and stuff. But pretty much for the last like 6 months to a year, I almost only eat like plant-based food, and it just makes me feel so good. And yeah, I really want to do one of those videos of like how much I spend as a week as a student in Paris or something like that, because honestly, I think people think it's really expensive to live here or to live in Europe in general, but honestly, like, I feel like I spend less money than when I was living in Florida. You just have to like, I mean, obviously if you're eating out a lot and stuff like that, but I feel like I eat less because I don't know, I feel like in the US, like eating is such like an activity. It's like if you're bored, you eat. It's like, I remember when I went back like a year ago, like just being so surprised because I had forgotten when you're in the car how many fast food places you pass. Like it's just so tempting all the time to like go out to eat and do stuff. Whereas like here, like I said, like sometimes I'll even forget to eat because I'm so busy, and yeah, it's not as expensive I think as people would think, but obviously I think that depends on your lifestyle. Like if you want to rent like a really huge flat, of course it's going to be expensive, but you can, you know, totally live within your means as a student here if you budget properly and stuff like that. Let me know down below if you guys are like art students yourself, or if you guys are just interested in like, you know, art school content, or like why you guys watch these kind of videos. I'm probably, if I had to guess, I would guess that most of you guys are probably like art students or into art and stuff like that. But let me know down below. I think it's super interesting. Yeah, for this piece, I want to do like 4 different colors. I was kind of thinking of it as like a puzzle piece, you know. It's gonna be like a pastel green, yellow, blue, and red, and then like fitting the kind of materials together like a puzzle. And I like to do that instead of just painting directly on the structure. Like I like to use actual materials because I think it makes you want to like walk up and touch it, and like people tell me all the time that they want to eat my work. So yeah, I think that's really fun to have like as many different layers and things to your work as possible. And like one of my favorite things to do is like experiment with different materials. You can literally go to like Home Depot or whatever and like look at the different materials they have and like see how you can use it in your work. And I think it's so much fun to like mix materials, like even like plastic, or it's a really good way to like recycle plastic, or like wood. Like I love finding like discarded wood. Like I will literally go around my neighborhood and just like pick up wood that people put out. And I mean, obviously I check it to make sure it's not like dirty or whatever, but I can't tell you how many times like I've taken like these huge blocks of wood home, or like just different things with like cool colors or materials that you can use in your work. And I think like everybody has to find their own kind of process. Like I don't think there is like the certain recipe to making cool art. Yeah, let me know down below if you guys are also into sculpture. I don't really know that many other like art YouTubers that do sculpture. I wish I did. I think it would be really cool to watch other creators. Like I know a lot of people who do like painting, or even some like really cool French YouTubers whose videos I like. For example, Ectomorph, she is an illustrator and I really like her vlogs. They're really cool. Let me know down below if there's any other art YouTubers that you like, because I definitely want to start watching more like studio vlogs, more like diverse materials too. Like I can think of another, which is Cup of Jasmine, and she does like tattooing content and stuff, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna finish eating and I'm gonna get back to work, and then probably gonna stay for like another hour or two, and then I have to go because I have to work on a video tonight. And normally what I'll do is like I'll come to my studio, I'll work during the day. I won't even bring my computer because it's like too distracting, you know? Like it's too distracting to have my computer and know that like I can work on like, you know, YouTube stuff or like answering emails. So I normally won't even bring my computer, and then I'll work here until like around 5 p.m. and then I'll go home and I'll edit and try to relax, of course, a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna probably leave in a few hours. I'll show you guys how far I get along.
Oh my child, I know hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life, but don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. All your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do.
Okay, you guys, so I have to go and I'm also really tired, so I am gonna leave the sculpture as is for today. I probably have another 2 to 3 days of work on it before I finish, but I really love the process, so that's fine. I'm just gonna show you guys how far along I got and just kind of my thoughts so far. So yeah, this is how far I've gotten along for today. It may not seem like a lot, but it actually takes quite a bit of time to kind of sculpt onto the wood. At first, I thought that I was gonna color the whole thing in and alternate between these colors, but I actually think that it's quite nice to have some white. So I think I'm going to build some white puzzle pieces in and sculpt that in there too, because I think it helps that the sculpture can breathe a little bit. This is something that I also realized on this small piece. The lighting in here kind of sucks, but having just like the white in there as well, it definitely helps like with letting the colors pop more and letting the sculpture breathe. So yeah, that's how far I've gotten today. It was a lot of fun sharing it with you as well. But the vlog isn't over. It's also, like I said, my friend's birthday. So a lot of fun stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, Junkie. Joyeux anniversaire. Fais un vœu, fais un vœu. Ah oui, n'oublie pas le vœu très important. Allez. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, c'est des trucs. Mets-le de l'avant, quoi. Mets-le de... Tu vas jamais réussir à le faire. Voilà, c'est l'anniversaire de Ji-hoon. Happy birthday! Hey, with Elizabeth. Ji-hoon. Wow.
Starring Ji-hoon Kim.
How old are you, baby?
I'm 24 years old.
Okay, take my hand. Okay, ready? We walk like we're models. Yeah, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C'est quoi ton meilleur souvenir de cette année? Il faut pas que tu dis avec nous, hein, parce que c'est
meilleur souvenir de cette année, ça sera aujourd'hui.
Oh.
Ça n'a pas passé grand chose cette année.
Bon, on était enfermés chez nous, à porter des masques.
Et toi, c'était quoi ton meilleur souvenir cette année?
I don't know if I can, tu sais, noter les souvenirs. But I had great experiences. But now I'm so much better. And if my words don't come together, I listen to the melody, 'cause my heart is in here hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space and a time.
Love you guys.
Est-ce que tu aimes bien être en école d'art jusqu'à là?
Ouais, plus ou moins. Le meilleur truc, c'est que j'ai rencontré de l'ami.
Me!
Ouais.
Yeah!
Et puis, j'ai appris comment être autonome aussi.
Yes,
Mais en
baby.
même temps, bien d'être autonomie, c'est aussi le désavantage dans l'autre côté. Parce que quand on a besoin d'aide, parfois on a besoin d'aide.
I fucking love Jihoon Kim. Okay, so Jihoon has made this ring by herself, which is freaking amazing. We have matching ones in silver. So you made this by yourself, not with the help of the school.
Sure. J'ai appris tout seul. En fait, c'est ça qui est bien quand on apprend d'être autonomie, parce que quand en faisant des choses tout seul, on peut apprendre plein de choses différentes. On n'est pas enfermé dans un système, on peut éprouver plein de choses nouvelles.
Et comment tu as décidé de faire tes études en art? Parce que c'est quand même quelque chose qui est assez risqué dans manière...
Mais c'était plutôt comme un destin, tu vois. Quand
Yes.
on est petit, on commence pas là en disant l'art ça va être chiant, mais je vais continuer.
Yeah.
On dit je vais faire l'art parce que j'aime bien l'art, j'aime bien dessiner. Enfin, tout le monde commence comme ça. Et maintenant, je sais bien que l'art c'est pas un monde facile, mais quand même j'ai envie de continuer parce que je l'aime toujours.
Est-ce que tu te rappelles de ce mec qui a le balançoire là?
Ah ouais, c'est vrai.
On dirait essayer de trouver sa balançoire. I don't want to go on a walk. So, okay, I'm just going to tell you guys. So, our friend Elizabeth, who I love, she's a golden angel. We love Elizabeth. She wants us to go on a walk, and I don't want to go on a walk. I just want to...
Well, already we have to dance. We have to
Yeah,
have a dance.
we're going to dance. We're not going on a walk.
I'm sorry for the things I said to you last night. I drank a lot and I thought a lot, and it hurts me too when I think of you. I think of 20 years we spent inside this house without a door. Now we got kids, and we got cash, and we got homes, and we got cash.
C'est aujourd'hui.
Vraiment?
Une journée avec vous
Oh! Et pour l'année qui vient?
que j'aimerais avoir.
Ouais, cette année, cette prochaine année.
Déjà avoir mon visa.
Ton visa? T'as envie de rester en France?
Ouais, et on m'autorise pas de vivre ici, genre.
But she's like freaking living here for like, it's almost 10 years.
Yeah, my family is here, my friends are here. J'ai envie d'avoir une vie.
Ok. Bon, on espère ça pour toi cette année. Bisous!
Bisous.
Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it.
Bye guys!